Look, one thing is clear from this morning's theater at the New York Stock Exchange. Democrats want to avoid defaulting on our country's debts. Meanwhile, Speaker McCarthy continues to bumble our country towards a catastrophic default, which would cause the economy to crash, cause monumental job loss, and drastically raise costs for the American people. He went all the way to Wall Street and gave us no more details, no more facts, no new information at all. I'll be blunt. If Speaker McCarthy continues in this direction, we are headed to default. The main way we've avoided default in the past is to avoid and reject brinksmanship and hostage-taking, and instead work together in a bipartisan way. Speaker McCarthy, in his speech, invoked President Reagan. Ronald Reagan was never as reckless as Speaker McCarthy is being. Ronald Reagan said, "Debt ceiling brinksmanship threatens the holders of government bonds and those who rely on Social Security and veterans' benefits. The United States has a special responsibility to itself and the world to meet its obligations." Speaker McCarthy, you said you wanted to go to the stock exchange because Reagan did? Well, listen to what he said. Listen to what he said. And despite the Speaker's stated concerns about costs, nothing would do more to raise costs for American families than an unnecessary Republican default crisis. Speaker McCarthy should know that when you insist on attaching things to the debt ceiling, something President Trump never did, and which Republicans under Trump never did, you risk a catastrophic default. Speaker McCarthy insists on cuts. Well, there's a time to discuss what kind of cuts folks are looking for or taxes they want to raise. It's called a budget. It shouldn't be part of this conversation. That kind of discussion, the cuts, belongs in a discussion about the budget, not as a precondition for avoiding default. To date, after countless requests, Speaker McCarthy has yet to produce any concrete plan as to the cuts he would make. One that details the specific cuts he wants and that has the support of 218.
Uh-oh, friends. It is starting now. Millions of Americans are seeing a spike once again in the cost of gas and energy. Lawmakers are stepping in to pass new legislation that may help bring prices under control before it reaches new levels. Many are also wondering whether federal gas rebate checks are necessary at this time. Friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the details. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Now the weather is heating up, and so are gas prices. AAA reported that the national average for a gallon of regular gasoline rose 8 cents last week to $3.66 due to the rise in oil prices. Oil currently counts for more than half of the price of a gallon of gas, though a gallon of gas is still 41 cents less than 1 year ago. Analysts warn that prices still have room to rise in the near term and put a crimp in people's budgets. Oil prices initially got a boost earlier in April after the OPEC, which stands for Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, surprisingly announced it would cut production starting in May by 1.66 million barrels per day. This past Thursday, oil rose further after the International Energy Agency predicted global oil demand will climb by 2 million barrels a day this year to a record of 101.9 million barrels per day. In the United States, refineries also are performing routine spring maintenance and transitioning to producing summer gas, which temporarily constricts supply and boosts prices. Summer gas produces less emissions and is more expensive to produce, whereas cheaper winter gas ignites more easily to start your car in cold temperatures. Warm weather usually draws out more drivers too, boosting great demand for gas. So all of these factors help push America's West Texas Intermediate oil prices to a 4-month high around $83 per barrel on Friday. Andrew Gross, AAA spokesperson, told USA Today. When the cost of crude oil crosses the $80 a barrel mark, that puts a lot of upward pressure on what we pay at the pump. No one expects average nationwide gas prices to challenge last June's record of $5.02 per gallon, but analysts generally expect prices to continue going higher over the next couple of months. Patrick DeHaan, head of petroleum analysis at Gas Buddy, expects gas prices to start sliding again in June. Friends, what is the cost of gasoline in your city? California Governor Gavin Newsom signed legislation in mid-March to create new oversight of the oil and gas industry, which could lead to fines. The law said it will create a civil penalty on refiners who have engaged in price gouging. Governor Newsom said in a recent statement, "Now it's time to choose whether to stand with California's families or with big oil in our fight to make them play by the rules." But the oil industry has criticized the move, arguing it would make confidential trade information public and result in less investment in California, which may result in increasing prices more. Yet many Democratic lawmakers praise the move as a way to protect consumers. Governor Newsom said in a letter to the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission that it will immediately focus its investigation resources on assessing whether market manipulation, anti-competitive behavior, or other activities are driving these ongoing elevated prices in the gas markets. As for the action being taken at the state level, the governor's office announced the California Energy Commission will be holding hearings, bringing together market experts to examine the possible drivers behind the natural gas spikes and explore potential state actions that can be taken. Last year, President Biden and other lawmakers considered sending a federal gas rebate check to millions of Americans. But with prices rising once again, will the U.S. government move forward with this bill? At the time of record-high gas prices, the president made it clear that he was willing to explore all options and hear all ideas that would help lower gas prices for the American people. So if gas prices peak again, it is likely that Congress will approve some sort of relief plan. One proposal at the time was a federal gas stimulus check that would provide eligible Americans $100 a month for as long as the price of gas exceeds $4 a gallon. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about a gas stimulus check? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Well, my beautiful and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this morning. Thank you, dear friends, for being part of this community and for being here every single day. To show my appreciation and to say thank you, I will be announcing more winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.